Quarterbacks today in this matchup in the title game for the NFC, and as I'm joined by Kurt Warner, Mike Garafolo here, the parking lot will not open for another hour or so we have some quiet now. But guys, trust, it's earned. And there are a few things that we will enjoy the quiet right now. There are a few things in life that you can really count on and trust, like the sun. It rises in the east. The Philadelphia Parking Authority will get you a second after your meter has expired. And I will eat this entire row of soft pretzels by the end of the day by a Philly pretzel factory. But the quarterbacks, that's a different equation here. Who do you trust more in their debut? Kurt, do you go Brock Purdy or Jalen Harts?
I'm going Jalen Harts here, and no knock on Brock Purdy. He's been unbelievable in his time kind of filling in and stepping in San Francisco. But what I love about moments like this is that when you have a guy that can do as much as Jalen Harts can do, is that sometimes you come out and you don't always have your A game when it comes to throwing the football or seeing things down the field. The great thing about Jalen Harts is he can still be incredibly effective with his legs and with the things that they do inside the offense. So I just think it's built for him to be able to handle more kind of situations than if Brock Purdy gets into a situation where they're not running the football and he's got to drop back 35 or 40 times. He's got to beat you with his mind. He's got to beat you with his arm. That's a tough scenario against this really good Phillies defense.
Every year at the Super Bowl, you walk in the stadium, you see the starting quarterbacks up there in the rafters, and it's like, okay, there's Tom Brady. Oh, there's Peyton Manning. We are 4 quarters from, there's Brock Purdy up there in the rafters potentially. And look, I'm going to flip the question a little bit and say, let's talk about the trust that Kyle Shanahan has had in Brock Purdy and go back to last week and the number of times he's got him booting to his left, which is not what you necessarily want to do with a quarterback that you don't trust. So that showed the trust. And I was speaking to somebody this week and said, go back to the Seattle game in the regular season. They're up 15. They get backed up to their own 1-yard line. Kyle Shanahan called a pass play for Brock Purdy. Now, that pass is incomplete. Don't worry about that part. It's the trust that he had in him to throw in that spot. He's calling the game, Colleen, like this has been his quarterback all along, not just some third-string guy who was the lowest drafted guy potentially.